lost my way. Beyond the doubt I've lost my way. This is the result of that straight on. Some people do not know the meaning of words. They either need to laugh or scorn at you because they do not really know the way to the minds of Socartes. A major mining establishment, its buildings, chimneys, and clattering of machinery. Yet I do not hear, see, or smell anything. I have traveled all around the world. I cannot hear enough. Those might be right after all. On straight on. This is a pretty state of things. There's nothing to be seen but stones and barren soil. I have reached the mines, no doubt in that, but there's not a soul to be seen. No smoky chimneys noise, a train in the distance. Either I am not myself today, or I will reach the mines tonight. On straight on straight on.
There are some folks about. That's a girl's voice. A lovely voice too. Hi, child! Stop! Girl! Wait a minute! Very well. My luggage should be in Socartes soon. And Carlos is waiting for me. What is that? Hello, girl! Whoever you are! Can I get to the mines from... Oh, thank you, God. Hola, Señor.
Hello there. What is it that you need?
Do you know where the mines of Socartes are? I was on my way. I've lost my way.
You are at the mines of Socartes.
Really?
Yes, you must be headed to the works then, right?
Yes, I suppose.
This is not the entrance to the works you ought to be looking for. It's a long way and a very bad road from here. Follow me, Señor. Allow me to guide you.
Thank you. You are a great help. Why don't you tell me about yourself? I notice you have a walking stick.
First, let me clear the air.
Sure.
I am sure you are curious.
I'd say I am.
I promise there is light at the end as we enter La Terrible.
What is La Terrible?
It was worked on until about 2 years ago when the ore was extracted. Now, the mining is carried on in other parts that are more profitable. I can hear the stones of clay, which we call cresatea, make a beautiful effect in the moonlight. I cannot see such things.
You cannot see.
I was born blind. I used to stick when my guide is not around. Watch your step and grab your coat if you're cold. We are going into the night.
I am amazed you know so much about this place.
Thank you.
I must be honest though, this place, it looks like a nightmare.
That's the imaginative of you to say.
Do you want to know something else? It's wonderful you are able to go in and out of places without stumbling.
Why? Why do you think? I only know the world by fancy, feel and hear. The unknown is most wonderful to me. I have lived here all my life in these places, so trust me despite me being. I would be me if I could see. I'd just be like everyone else. The power of sight fascinates me, but I just want to be you.
You seem very happy tonight.
Always. In fact, we are almost out of the gallery.
I can see the opening from here.
Did you hear her?
I heard that voice before, and it was wonderful. Who was singing?
Nela! Nela! Wait for me at the forge!
Señor.
Oh, sorry. That was Marianela. She was a voice you heard before. Doesn't she have a beautiful voice? She has the voice of an angel.
She does.
Nela is my lazarillo. She is my guide throughout this world. And thanks to her, well, words can describe how much my life is bare. I would not be me if I could see. I'd just be like everyone else. The power of sight fascinates me, but I got you, I got my gift, I got the stick and I got the earth. I have my father, I have Nela, I have everything to let me marry me. Oh, I almost forgot. We have to part ways once we arrive at the forge. Nela will guide you from there on. My father forbids me from walking at night without a coat.
I understand. Do you hear that? That is water.
Oh, a few steps over there to the left is a cavern. It's an abyss without any unknown bottom. They call it La Trascava.
La Trascava.
Many things are said about it. I believe it's a whirlpool. Others say it's a constant gust of air meeting a current of water. They struggle and fight, and we can hear the noise they produce.
Has anyone been to La Trascava?
It can be only entered in one way.
How?
By jumping into it.
Jumping into it.
Yes, and those who have gone in never came out again. It's a mystery, who knows? They could have told us what goes on down there.
Very much so.
There is a comfortable seat at La Trascava too. I'm a little frightened to go there by myself, but Nela and I, we go there together and listen and sit there to the voice down inside. She swears of hearing words and she can distinguish them plainly. I, to be honest, never heard anything.
I cannot hear a voice either. At least not from here.
We have to stop though. It's getting late. And I think we have made it outside at last.
Yes, we have, Señor. It is great to see the beautiful stars again.
The sky itself. It must be perfect. Equal curve that looks as if we could touch it with our hands but can't.
Pablo!
Nela! Did you bring my coat?
Here it is.
Oh, thank you.
She must be the songstress. You have a lovely voice.
Nela, please guide this kind gentleman to the works. I need to go home. I can already hear my father's voices co-dipping.
Not to worry.
There, to the left, is my house at the top. Do you know that those 3 houses are all that remains of Aldeacorba de Suso? The rest was dug up for iron ore, and the wealthiest in town have gotten wealthier.
Very interesting indeed. But make haste. Your father needs you. Thanks again for your company. I am Don Teodoro, brother of Carlos Golfín.
Pablo Penáguilas.
Hello there, my friend. I am Don Teodoro Golfín. I'm arrived from Via Mojada, and the folks told me to go on straight on. I lost my way, but your friend Pablo helped me. Wait, miss. Don't go. Don't go so fast. Can you light my cigar? Thank you. Can I learn more about you to get to know you better?
They say I am 16 and a phenomenon. I am no phenomenon, as they say.
I'm sure there's a reason for being a phenomenon. Please, Nela, show me the way. Do you live in the mines? Do you have a family?
They say I have no mother or father.
Do you at the very least live with someone in town?
The Centeños, but I'm just an afterthought.
Please, don't think of yourself that way. You are absolutely not an afterthought. Continue your story if you wish.
My mother was a nurse in Madrid. My father lit the lamps in Villa Mojada. They fought a lot. I was taken care by my aunt, and as a baby at my father's work in a basket I fell into the river. My mother and father have since been dead. My father left and fell ill. He was wicked to my mother when she left to work in the mines, drinking till she was fired, then threw herself away in that hole, as they say.
Now I see why you hear those words in La Trascava.
I am no good to anyone.
Yes, you are, with the right word and the right care.
No, Señor, that is not true. There is nothing to do. I am nearly a vagabond.
Pablo?
Pablo, he is the best and dearest person in the whole wide world. He is the son of Don Francisco Penáguilas. I tell him everything, and he is very fond of me, and so am I. But he must be a fool to see me. If he saw me, he'd realize I'm no good for him and see the ugliness in me. He will see me for who I am, a phenomenon, just like they say.
Whoever they are, trust me, they are wrong. You are very kind, modest, sincere. The best people often come from the most tragic circumstances. What is your name again?
Most people call me Marianela or just Nela. They say it's just a dog's name.
I wouldn't believe that if I were you. Do you hear that?
Yes, that's Señora Sofía playing.
I had a feeling it was her. Listen, I have to go, but thank you for everything, Marianela. Take this peseta as a token of my gratitude. Get home safe. I'm sure you will meet again. Go and have yourself a great night.
Honey, what are you doing?
I'm counting the money in the family chest. Why do you ask?
Just curious.
I need to reorganize it. How much did you say was the cost of Mariuca's petticoat again?
32 reales.
And I gave Tanasio the reales he had to pay. So now we only need 11 duros to make up for the 500.
Anna, relax. Come to bed. I do not wish to disturb any of the children.
What about Nela?
Anna, come to bed. They will all be just fine.
Celi, are you awake? Are you asleep?
No, I'm awake.
I want you to have this.
Wow, Nela. Thank you so much. Here, I'll put it away.
This is a peseta. A gentleman gave it to me this evening as a token of gratitude. He's the brother of Don Carlos. It's something like a present. Now you have something better for me than copper. How much do you have now?
Almost 32 reales now. I have them all here safe in this little bag you gave me. You're a good friend, Nela.
You're very welcome. Take good care of it. If Señora Ana found it, she would think you're getting into mischief.
No, Nela, not at all. I will use it to make myself a rich and clever man, like someone I know. On Sunday, if my parents let me go to Villa Mojada, I will buy a spelling book to learn to read and write. Yet I know that they will never let me go, since this town and work turns us to stone. I will never survive in this wretched place. That's why I'm going to be one of the greats. Just you wait, just you wait, just you wait.
I think you can do it all, Celi.
Thank you. I believe so too. And if my parents won't take me away from these confounded mines, I'll find some other way. Maybe I will find my own way to Villa Mojada. Maybe I will take the train to Madrid. I'll start to work as hard as I can to climb to the top. I will carve my own path to success. My parents won't do anything for us. My father says no because we are poor. I don't care if greats. Just you wait, just you wait, just you wait. One of the greats. Just you wait, just you wait, just you wait.
Celi, how long have you kept all of your plans a secret? Honestly, do you take me for a fool? No, not at all. I tell you what I've kept. My rage. I'm in a mad rage. I cannot live like this. I will die in these mines. And for what? I spend my nights crying and my hands knocked to pieces and... Well? Please do not be mad at what I'm going to say. You're the only person I would say this to. What is it, Celi? I do not love my mother and father. Not as much as I ought to. Celipín! If you say such a thing, I will never give you another real. For God's sakes, think of what you're saying. I can't help it. We are less than human beings here. No one in this family provides us with anything. We are nothing in this town. Nothing until the day we die. Why aren't you saying anything? What do you want me to say then? Celi, you are something. I'm not. Please, Celipín, do not think such wicked things about your mother and father. You're only saying that to comfort me. You know it's true and you're crying too. No. Yes, you are. Everyone has something to cry for, okay? Go to sleep. It's late. No, not if I know it. Go to sleep. I don't want you to say those things ever again. Good night.
Isn't it such a lovely day, Nela? Where shall we go?
Let's go straight through the meadows. What did you bring for me today?
Search in my pocket, you'll find it.
Chocolate! Oh, I love chocolate. Thank you, Pablo.
My pleasure, Nela.
We don't have a lot of good things to eat at home. No luxury of any sort.
It's such a shame there isn't much luxury in this world to begin with. Are we going to go through the meadows?
We can go wherever you'd like.
Why don't we go to the trees near Teodoro?
That would be delightful. We can sit down when we're tired and go to the millstream that talks and mumbles like a tipsy man.
Actually, why don't we stay right here? I can hear people nearby.
Sure. Those people are returning from the market.
Did I ever tell you about this notion I used to have about day and night?
What did you think?
I used to think day was when people talked and night was when people turned silent. Here's what I think now. Days when you and I are together, and nights when we are apart. What are you doing?
I started to dance. I was so happy I started to dance. It's you and me and all of these flowers.
Pick me some.
I have some for you. Here's one. And another, and another, and another. 6 different kinds.
Thank you.
My pleasure. They're all different colors too.
It must be so exciting to even be able to see the smallest wonders this world has to offer.
It is exciting. Pablo, what are you thinking?
Can you tell me what flowers are like? They feel so beautiful in my hand. I wonder how they grow to be so beautiful.
They're the dead who cannot go to heaven.
What?
The stars in the earth are the dead who reached heaven. The dead who can't turn into beautiful flowers.
Your analysis to amaze me because of your imagination.
I learned a lot through my time in the fields and looking at the stars.
I have learned
can teach me all you know about the world, earth, and God. You can do 3 lessons for a penny if that's what you'd like.
Don't worry about the money, they can all be for free.
Oh, thank you. Didn't you want me to learn that the sun stands still and the earth spins round and round? The sun comes up over there and the sun comes down over there. The world is full of islands, some large and some small.
You are full of superstition and imagination. Your charm and disposition captivate me. I can teach you things that are better and something I cannot do.
What is it?
You will learn to read.
Really?
Father will teach you. I'll ask him. You know he never refuses me anything.
Oh, thank you, Pablo.
You're welcome. You know, how is it there is such a difference between what's fantasy and reality?
I wouldn't know. I guess that's something God put us on this earth to figure out. I do have this feeling inside me, though.
What is it?
I feel I was put in this world to be your lazarillo. I would be of no use at all if it were not to guide you and tell you how beautiful the world is.
Nela,
Yes?
what are you like?
What?
What are you like? Where are you? Where did you go?
I was looking at the sea.
It must be a long way off.
It is.
Everyone has said there is nothing as beautiful as the sea. So grand, yet so simple. Are you tired?
Yes, a little.
May I say what's on my mind?
Sure.
Talking of the sea reminded me of what my father read to me. He read to me about beauty.
What did he say?
Beauty is the outcome of freshness, goodness, and truth. Trust me, it was a pleasure to listen to. There's a beauty that cannot be seen, nor touched, or perceived by our senses.
Like the Virgin Mary.
Yes. Afterwards, my father shut the book and we just talked. He said I would never understand. I said, yes, I can. I've been in love with this idea of beauty, this enchanting beauty, the most perfect beauty.
What is it?
It's you. It's you. Your kindness and innocence, freshness and grace, and leaven and comfort my dark life. Do you think you're beautiful?
I don't know.
I certainly think so. You don't have to stare at the sea or listen to those who can see. They often see the least.
Think I'm beautiful.
I say so, and I always speak the truth. It is so.
What can I say the least of
Just
me?
kiss me.
What?
Just kiss me.
What do you mean?
I want to have you by my side with all my heart and soul. I love you.
Mother of God, how hideous I am.
Did you say something, Nela? I thought you spoke.
It was nothing.
Come along then.
I think it's time that we go back home.
Come along then, we'll have dinner at home and will be soon out again. Give me your hand. I will never let you leave.
When were you expecting your son to return?
Oh, a little while ago now. But I'm sure he's enjoying himself with Nela. Thank you, Teodoro, for taking the time to examine my son's eyes.
No problem, Señor. When he returns, we'll have to ask Nela to go home. Then we can study the case.
Nela, I have to tell you something that will make you leap with joy. Why did we stop?
We're at a dangerous spot.
Oh, La Trascava.
Yes,
I don't like this place.
I know, but it's so pretty today.
Like yourself. You make everything so comforting and warm.
Pablo,
I feel as if the whole universe, all the sciences, history, everything I have ever learned has gotten inside of me. Do you remember those two gentlemen who were waiting for us last night?
yes, Don Carlos and his brother.
Don Teodoro is a famous doctor. He's been all over America.
America.
He came to visit his brother, Don Carlos, and he's a great friend of my father. My father asked him if he could examine my eyes.
Your eyes?
First, Don Teodoro sat and talked with me and asked me a number of questions. He told me all sorts of stories too. Then he told me to sit still and quiet, let me close to a window and examine my eyes with some sort of instrument. Afterwards, he told my father it's worth trying.
What's worth trying?
Nela, my father came to me and told me, son, I cannot conceal the joy that is inside of me. This man has given me a hope, a very faint hope, but we must cling to this hope, even if it's very small.
What's the hope? What's worth trying?
That I can gain my eyesight.
Your eyesight?
Yes, even if I could only see for only one day, I would be so grateful to Don Teodoro and God. His mercy works in the strangest of ways, don't you think so?
Yes,
Do you think my hope will come true?
yes, my heart tells me so.
It's funny. Sometimes I fear that I knew all this could happen. I say I knew all this beforehand.
The same thing happens to me. When you said you loved me, I got home and said I knew something of all of this.
It's amazing how our hearts are one, and I promise you they will be one. Are you sad today? It seems like you are.
I don't know why I'm feeling this way.
What is it that you feel?
I will tell you the truth. Do you remember yesterday when we talked about day and night?
Of course, go on.
I'm happy and sad both at once. The day is always gloomy to me. It'd be better if it weren't day at all. Always night.
Nela, you flatter me in so many ways. Trust me when I tell you there is no reason why you should live in the night like I do.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. Last night I could not sleep. I was thinking of a lot of things. My eyes, my hope, and what my father said. If only God would grant me the sense I lack. I am almost there. I am almost the happiest of men.
Pablo, did you hear that?
Hear what?
La Trascava. It's talking.
What can talk?
It's only a whisper. Listen, it's saying yes, yes, yes.
Sometimes I hear my mother's voice. She says, my little girl, it's pleasant down here.
That's of your fancy, my imagination speaks too. Imaginations can be loud, but that's your conscience speaking. You cannot answer or refuse your conscience.
Maybe it is just nonsense after all.
Nela, are you feeling as if it's night again?
Yes,
I'm sorry for making you feel that way.
it's okay. I know you didn't mean it.
There is one thing I forgot to say. It's another reason why I could not sleep last night. I had this feeling of anticipation.
What do you mean?
Give me a new
I
life.
believe
My new
you.
life will forever be with you. We
I
will
love
live
you,
and
Pablo,
you will
babe. I know
be
things
my
pretty
wife.
sweet.
I swear I will cling on to this hope of mine. No day for us will ever be night. Always stay, always stay, always stay. No, Nela, you're crying. My heart's telling me so. Your tears reveal more than the knowledge I know. You love me, do you know?
I
Do you
do.
love me for who I am?
I will.
See or blind, together for the rest of our lives. If I had to choose title loving you, I choose you. I will see your face on better days. Always stay. Nela, I'm feeling sleepy.
My señorito mío.
Oh, my lord, it's Nela. Nela, what are you doing here? Just look at the place she's in.
You know, Sofía, it seems to me you're not one to help others. The less fortunate. I appreciate you giving a happy life to Carlos, yet at the same time you cannot grant the pleasure of a pair of shoes to Nela.
Shoes? What for? She would wear them through in 2 days. I admit, I enjoy the finer things in life, but you cannot accuse me of not helping a poor girl like her. I'm simply not going to give things away if they're going to be abused.
As the wife of a Don, one of great leadership and great success, I expect more kindness toward the less fortunate of Socartes.
Excuse me? Don Teodoro, I am appalled. How do you know what I have not done for the community?
Sofía, please, do not be vexed. The point I'm trying to make is that Nela and the less fortunate of this town should have shoes.
Very well then. Tomorrow morning I will buy her and the other plebeians shoes.
No. A woman of such dignity should not need this much persuasion. I will buy them myself.
Here, Nela. Do not go so fast.
Poor little girl. How could someone know she's only 16 years old,
It's a shame It's a shame she is living this way, with no money, no shoes, no life. She reminds me of you and
I cannot help but ask why God should permit such people to live. What in this world can be done for her? Nothing. Nothing but clothe and feed her. She tears everything she puts on, and she doesn't have the strength to work. All she does is sing to the birds.
I find it interesting you say that, Sofía. If I may, I would like to interject. You remember, Carlos, when we were kids, we were beggars on the streets, sleeping where we could. I carried my brother on my shoulders and prayed to God to save us.
And he did.
He created a lifelong fire, a fire to be a success. And it's a shame people live in squalor, forgotten and abandoned.
And by who? Society. Society cannot take care of everyone. Look at our population statistics. There you'll see how many poor people there are to provide for.
It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame people live this way. May I continue my story?
Absolutely.
Will you let me speak?
God saved us by getting us jobs. First we learned to shave at a barber shop. Time had passed, so Teodoro and I left. Our mentors had tears in their eyes. Then studies became a priority. My brother worked for ballet and studied anatomy. I studied mathematics under the wings of a colonel, and suddenly I fell ill. A cold with inflammation is what I caught.
It was a shot right
It was a shot in my
backbone.
backbone. A physician and my brother brought me back to life. And it was nothing short of a miracle. Now I am grateful that we have tried. It took years, but look at us now. It's a shame people don't have the chance, the same chance that we
What
had.
are you talking about? What is the point in all of these childish details?
These are not childish details, these are the story of our lives, something you cannot relate to.
I do not have to. You just go on and exaggerate things greatly.
Exaggerate things greatly.
We base our thinking on experience.
Like I said before, read the statistics. You'll see how many miserables are in this world. You are forgetting the places they must go. The hospital, houses of refuge, and asylum.
I do not read statistics, they mean nothing to me. They're out of touch with what people like Nela need.
Why can't you simply take a look at her and put your feet in her shoes?
I would buy her shoes. She didn't tear them apart.
You're only breaking her heart.
Don Teodoro.
Sofía. I am she brought back to life. She might not give it her own miracle. I'm fighting in life.
Whatever the case for her.
Years to be alive.
Carlos, you noticed that?
Yes, it seems that those footsteps are blood-stained.
They have to be Nela. See? It's where she has walked.
She must have hurt herself getting up from the brambles. Nela! Nela! Come here.
Does it hurt too much? Poor thing. Your foot? It's bleeding. I cannot even bear to look at it.
Let's see what happened. Only a few scratches. I think that is a thorn. Does this hurt? Wait just a moment.
What a ridiculous sight.
Sofía, if you can't look at a surgical operation, I suggest you better walk on. You are a brave little woman, Nela. It's time to bandage this foot up. No, Nela, come here. Wrap your arm around my shoulder, we'll walk together.
Teodoro, you really are your very own trumpeter.
Actually, this brings me an idea.
What's that?
I propose a law in which every orphan in Spain has to be adopted by married couples in circumstances that allow for the care of a child. By this, there will be no childless parents.
That's a wonderful idea.
I couldn't bear to be the parent of someone like Nela.
Why, Sofía? As a woman of sophistication, I expect you have a lot to teach Marianela.
It would take Nela lifetimes to be like me. She's a pitiful slob, just like her mother, from what I have heard.
I cannot understand why you are like this.
Why don't we continue this conversation at a more private time? We are near Don Francisco's home now. He should be meeting us soon.
Hello, everyone. The cows have just been milked. Would you all like to relax and enjoy some fresh milk I pasteurized yesterday?
Sure, I think that would be lovely.
Wonderful. Teodoro, Sofía, Carlos, it is wonderful to be seeing you all again. Especially you, Marianela. Nela, what is the matter?
Her foot got caught in some brambles some time ago. She'll be fine. Where's Pablo?
He went to the garden. Nela, you may run along and join him.
Thank you, but I don't think it's best for her to go just yet.
Why not ask her herself?
Nela, would you like to go and see Pablo? Okay, you may go, but be careful. Oh, Nela! Wait. Before you go, take some reales and buy yourself a nice pair of shoes.
You're acting very much like a father to her.
I'm only doing what I think is best for her.
Not to interject, but Teodoro, will you need to see my son this evening?
No, Señor. Yesterday's examination was quite satisfactory. The operation can be performed.
Operation?
Successfully?
That I cannot say right now, but I must say, it would be a great pleasure to give sight to a young fellow who so richly deserves it.
You will appreciate the true value of things. Actually, do you mind if I get something off my chest about this?
By all means, sure.
You know I love my son. Who wouldn't? I've always been proud of him. He is such a character. When he's not with Marianela, constantly yearns for knowledge through books. I read to him every day about the sciences and history, no medicine. I love my son to death, but this has been too much. He has to learn with his own eyes. I just want things to be a little more normal.
Yes, well said.
Are you sure?
Yes, please continue.
Things have been very uneasy. My cousin Faustino passed. Now my brother Manuel and I are the heirs to his fortune. Brother Manuel has a plan for the future. To keep the fortune in the family, Pablo will marry his cousin Florentina, who is simply extraordinary. My son has a fascination with Marianela. He thinks that she is pretty. Sure, she's a nice woman, but Pablo cannot be with her. He cannot learn from her the darkness of his eyes. Is the darkness of my life. That is why I want things to be. That is why I want things to be. I just want things to be a little more normal.
Francisco, for now discontinue your readings. For a few days we must adopt a regimen of absolute tranquility. The brain must be treated with utmost consideration before attempting an operation of this kind.
If it is God's will that my son should receive his sight, then I shall regard you as the greatest of all men. What I said before is true. The darkness of his eyes is the darkness of my life. That dark shadow has saddened all of my days, despite the wealth that my brother and I have now attained. How can I care for the things he cannot see? He knows nothing of the pleasures of work, the beauty of nature, the delights of Spain, or the charm of agriculture. Pablo, life is one fever dream. And lonely too.
Do you know when your brother and his daughter are coming to Socartes?
They'll be coming to stay with me the 4th of October. Please, my brother's happiness and my own depends on this.
Teodoro, what have you to say to all of this?
I do ask of this, Francisco. Do you have any courage?
Courage? What should I have courage for?
You should want all of your courage after going the operation and your son is still blind as before.
Yes, please. My brother and I's happiness depends on this. Pablo's as well.
Fortunately, the case is not desperate. Now, may I have your permission to move forward with Pablo's operation?
Teodoro, I have given you plenty of permission. Yes, and God's work will be done.
Great. In this climate, the operation should be performed in early October. Tomorrow we will decide on the regiment we must subject Pablo to. Meanwhile, I think it's best that we go.
Oh no, please stay. I'm enjoying our conversations.
Thank you for your company, Francisco. But we all do need to get going.
All right then. Off you go. Please take care of yourselves. And I guarantee I shall see you all very soon.
You as well, Don Francisco.
Celipín, look here. I have something nice for you tonight.
Nela, thank you.
You're very welcome. Don Teodoro gave them to me so I can buy myself a pair of shoes, but I don't want them. I want you to have these.
You are as good as the Holy Virgin. When I get another half dozen or so reals, you'll see what I'm made of.
The man who gave me that money ran about the streets begging when he was a boy.
You're kidding. Don Teodoro? Now he has a lot of money.
Yes, he slept in the streets, worked at a barber shop, and was a valet. He was poorer than a rat. His brother, Don Carlos, almost died, and the two worked at a barbershop before Don Carlos left to study under a colonel.
What wonderful success stories we live to hear of. Very well then, I'll go straight into a barber shop. I'm brisk and quick enough, thank God. Wait till I get to Madrid, shaving on one hand, studying on the other. At the end of 2 months, I'll know everything, Nela. I think I'm made to be a doctor. Yes, a doctor. That's a way to fill your pockets.
Don Teodoro and Don Carlos had much less than you, and you will soon have 5 duros. You can get almost anything with that amount of money. Don Teodoro and Don Carlos were like birds that flew about without a house or a home. Don Teodoro studied anatomy and Don Carlos studied math. They learned to be gentlemen and men of importance. That's why Don Teodoro is such a friend to the poor. He even carried me on his shoulder when my foot was bandaged, and he was so generous and warm-hearted to give me the reales I gave to you.
All strong men are the same. You'll see how brave and fine I look when I wear a long coat and high hat. I'll wear their gloves and never take them off, except when I need to feel a pulse. I'll have a stick with a gilt knob and wear all their kinds of clothes. Nothing shall ever touch my skin but fine linen.
Celi, you cannot fancy so much at once. You must go step by step, learning one thing today and another tomorrow. I want you to learn to write, even if it is only to write a letter to your mother, to tell her that you're going away from home to improve yourself, to make your way and become a clever doctor.
Who does not know that writing comes first? Let me get my pen in my hand and you'll see me flourish away at the letters. Write, please. Do not talk to me. In 4 days, you'll see what letters I can write. You shall hear them, read them, and see what grand ideas I can hatch out. They'll make everyone look foolish. Bless you, Nela. You have no notion as to how clever I can be. I feel this cleverness in my head, and it will not let me sleep. I feel as if all the sciences are rushing in, telling me to study all of them. I have to learn them all. You'll see.
There must be a great many. Pablo knows them all, and he is the one who told me that there are a great, great many. He even told me a man's whole life is not enough to learn even one.
Well, you'll see what I can do.
The best of all is what Don Carlos learns. He can pick up a stone and make it into brass. They say he makes silver, even gold. Why don't you learn that science, Celi?
Don't be mistaken, Nela. There's nothing like connecting with someone who's looking for help, telling them in a minute where their medical mischief lies. They say Don Teodoro can take a man's eye out, put in a new one, and make him be able to see as if he had been born with it. Just think of what it is to see a man dying and make him reborn again. Now that is something worth doing. You'll see what I will do, Dr. Celipín Centeño de Socartes. Let me tell you first, my fame will reach as far as America.
Good, good. Remember, you must be a good boy, because the reason your parents have taught you nothing is only because they were not clever. You are clever. You must pray to God for them and not forget to send them some money you are going to get.
I'll be sure to send them some. I don't owe them any grudge. That is not why I'm running away. Before long, very soon, you'll see a porter come up from the train station so loaded with petticoats for mother and the girls, and hats for father, and you, I will send you a pair of earrings.
Please, you are in a hurry with our presents. Earrings for me?
I just got another idea.
What is it?
You can come with me. The two of us together, we can help each other earn money and learn. You are clever too. I'm too sharp not to see that. Plus, you can learn to be a lady and I to be a gentleman. How I would laugh to see you playing the piano like Donna Sofía.
What a simpleton you are. I'm no good for anything. If I went with you, I'd only be a burden.
They say now that Don Pablo is going to be able to see soon, and when he can see, you'll have nothing to do in Socartes. What do you think of my plan, Nela? Nela?
Go to sleep, Celipín. I'm dreadfully sleepy.
Only if my brain would allow me to sleep. Good night, Nela.
Good night. of sleeping between these baskets. I will sleep in the earth. I will sleep in the earth. The dirt will cover my face, my wretched body, my sharp nose, my brows. Body, nose, and skin. This town will forget me.
Nela.
Dear mother, you appeared in my dreams and promised me you'd comfort me today. Now I feel as if I've seen the most beautiful face, far lovelier than all the things in the world.
Nela!
Yes?
What is the matter? Did you see a vision or something?
What is this feeling? This feeling is heavenly, nothing evil or wicked inside of me. Could it be true that you would comfort me today? Did you hear me pray?
Oh, you're not answering again, are you? Now then, go up and wash your ugly little snout, brat.
No difference, just the same old me. Ugly with a child's face, a woman's years and heart. But Pablo and I have talked when we feel sad, he said. Just before an earthquake, people have strange sensations. There must be something in the air or in the ground. I feel deep down something coming, and it will be profound. What is this feeling? What is this feeling that's come over and will comfort me? Am I happy or am I sad? Happy for the day, but sad in my heart. This has to be because of the feeling all around me. The angels are inside of me, their wings are fluttering at me. You're near me and you're far away. What is this feeling? What is this feeling? What is this feeling? I gotta run free.
Florentina! Florentina!
I am here, Papa, eating blackberries.
Florentina! Come here, you naughty child. How can you like eating blackberries? Haven't I told you that eating and running around like that are only fit for poor children in this country? You've torn your dress. Florentina, you're lucky I can buy you another one. The people here might think that's the only one you have. I'm extremely disappointed in your behavior, Florentina. What you just did is not how a dignified young lady behaves. Do you hear me?
Señor?
Oh, Florentina. Look, this is Marianela, the girl who guides your cousin. How are you, señorita?
Very well, Señor Don Manuel. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Nela, this is my daughter, Florentina. Florentina! Where do you think you're going? You're running like some child and not introducing yourself to a member of our family.
Oh, please, Papa, do not be angry at me. You know how much I love the flowers and the trees and the meadows. We never see anything like this in our town.
Oh, do not say anything against our town. Santa Irene del Campo is a beautiful and famous town which stands at the utmost ranks of civilization. You know, you can admire the beauties of nature like I do by walking by my side as a young woman of good society. Come, Florentina. Nela, will you show us to Don Francisco, please?
If we turn left past the old house, we will be there soon.
Friends, come home. The chocolate's getting cold.
Brother! I didn't know we were here all along. You know, this child was so anxious to scamper across the country that she could not wait. Sorry, what did you say again?
Come home, Manuel. The chocolate's getting cold. Nela, you can come too.
Very well, Nela. So show us the way.
So, Nela, what do you think of my niece? Isn't she pretty? Afterwards, Florentina, Nela will take you and Pablo for a walk. Then you'll be able to see all the beauties of the neighborhood. Cheers to that!
Would you like some chocolate?
Yes, of course. Nela, I insist you have some as well.
All right, thank you.
So, as I was saying before, one of the most important things in life is an appreciation of people in accordance to their rank and position.
Are we talking about the military?
No, not at all. Showing neither more nor less of what is appropriate according to the rules of social distinction is best. Everybody would keep their place, while true dignity would hold its own. Not too reserved for the upper class, nor humble or condescending for those below them.
Kids, I think this is a good time for you all to go out for a walk and enjoy yourselves. We do not want to bore you with our conversations.
Thank you, Señor.
Okay.
Pablo, remember, this is the last day Don Teodoro will allow you to walk out. Have your fun while my brother and I head on over to the farm.
Yes, I understand. Thank you, Father.
This one's for you. And this one's for you. And this little one is for me. Where are those little rascals off to?
Wait, Florentina. Nela, my cousin would like to go see the mines. Do you think we'll be able to go there today?
Here we are.
Where did you go? What did you bring?
Oh, more flowers to fill the holes in your coat. And for you, Nela, a garland for your hair. I also made a nest for the birds back there too.
Didn't you want to go explore the mines?
Yes!
I will take both of you. This way, señorita.
Do you and Nela walk through here often? It's just so beautiful. I could live here all my life. Blessings are to come to the man who will give you the power of enjoying this lovely world.
God grant it, but it will all look much more lovely to me than to you. Don't think that I don't understand what beauty is, though. I can feel it.
Say what you will. Oh, we're going to have so much fun once you're able to see.
Maybe I won't have much to say. But anyways, here we are.
Wow. This is all absolutely beautiful.
They call it La Terrible.
The rocks look like sugar, and the stones look like little cats and dogs. Oh, even that large rock looks like a tree laughing at us. So many beautiful things.
What are you saying? These are limestone rocks with calcareous stones and stained with iron oxide. It's your eye imagining all these things.
Well, exactly. Our imagination is what sees things, not our eyes. Our eyes inform us of the things around us. Say, why does Nela not have better clothes? I can give her some of my own. That's a thing I've never understood. Some have so much, yet some so little. It drives me crazy when my father speaks so politically. I'm against what he says. Why should we all be in classes when the world's about climbing towards happiness? Why should we all be forced to keep our places in this world? And why should you and I have shoes when little Nella should have their own shoes too? I got it. She should have something to call her own. She should have something to call her own.
What do you mean, Florentina?
Well, She deserves a chance at life. You never know what could inspire her to change. I know from what I've seen that Nela is a very special girl. She's your guide through the darkness, your Lazarillo. Why should she lead a life clouded in darkness? She needs a guiding light. Oh, Pablo told me last night that we're staying in Socartes. This means that Nela can stay with me. She will learn to read and say prayers, cook and clean and everything in between. She will have something to call her own. She will have something to call her own. Oh, Pablo, this is so exciting.
The way you speak and think, Florentina, is different than most people. Your kindness is truly enthusiastic and infinite.
Thank you. What an extravagant way of putting it. Oh, I'll be right back.
All right.
Is she gone?
Yes, Nela, she must have gone somewhere in the fields. She'll be back. You know, last night I had the greatest disdain towards her, and now I fancy I can see her. She must be rather pretty.
She's like an angel. She looks as if she's come straight from heaven.
Please, Nela, she cannot be as lovely as you say. Don't imagine that because I cannot see, I cannot feel who is beautiful and who is not.
No, you can't feel it. You don't understand it. You're mistaken. Definitely mistaken.
No. Nela, she cannot be that beautiful. Nela, you know what my father told me yesterday? If I am to gain my eyesight, I will have to marry Florentina. I hate it. I cannot stand it. My father will insist on making me marry against my will. To me, there is no one I can picture myself with besides you. That's how I always wanted it to be. You know, will you continue to be the fairest in the world to me? The most beloved and sweetest in the world when I'm finally able to see? Dry your tears, it's alright. You can always come to me. Even if I cannot see you, you're the person I want to see. The most out of the people in this beautiful world. There is no reason to be sad. Right here, right now, we are together. That's what matters in this beautiful world. So dry your tears, it's alright. I love you. I love you.
What's going on?
Nothing, Florentina. I was just comforting Nela. It's getting late. We should head on back. Come on, let's go. feeling optimistic and slightly nervous for what may come of me. Don Teodoro may give me a new life. I could end up not alive, but I have my faith, Teodoro my father, and I have my Nela. I'll see the sun, the hills and the sky. I'll see what I've been told, it's beautiful. I'll see what I have learned. But most importantly, I'll see my beautiful Marianela.
The corneal tissue must be divided. The crystalline glands must be extracted. The hyaloid membrane, the vitreous humor, all must be divided.
I will make a vow, one that I will not break. If you give my cousin the gift of sight, I'll give Nela a gift. I'll take her under my care and make her forget all of the sadness, doubt, and grief that poverty brought to her.
And the condition of the eye must be examined.
She'll be equal in every respect and as happy as I am. I won't just bring her clothes or set her down to food.
What seems to be wrong with Nela now?
She's not eating, she's wearier than usual, and for hours on end, she's as silent as a statue. What else do you think we're supposed to do with her?
I will bring her kindness, respect, and consideration. She'll be just like me and learn to love herself. So if you give Pablo the gift of sight, I vow to give Nela her gift too.
Time will show. Mr. Penáguilas, time will show.
Thank you.
Did you hear the news? Did you hear the news, Carlos? They say Pablo's bandages are raw.
He can see quite well.
Aren't you happy now?
All of us
Now,
are.
Florentina can marry
Congratulations to you. Sofía, please.
No, you are not.
Watch how you're
I always watch how I speak, but it's simply the truth.
Shouldn't we
Never
be
mind
celebrating
my
Pablo's
secret.
new chance at love?
The more you give, the more they
I
ask
was
you.
born.
Things have been true. Teodoro is a man.
I'm proud to say
Nella, you don't seem to be grateful. Nella, you don't seem to be grateful. Nella, you don't seem to be grateful of anything at all.
I've got to run away. I've got to run away. I've got to find Celipín. I've got to live here once and for all.
Nela, look, oh here. Isn't this how Don Teodoro carries his hat?
I guess.
I thought I looked just like him. Someday this week, we'll set out to become knowledgeable and useful people. I've got enough money now. You'll see, no one will dare laugh at Don Celipín. When did you want to go? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Nela?
Florentina?
It's me! Come with me! Have you been okay these past few days? Pablo wants to see you. Do you know that my cousin is no longer blind? Come along then, let's go. He's always asking about you. Today, Don Teodoro is going to take his bandages off. This is the 4th time. The first day the bandages were off, we knew for certain my cousin was born again. We almost died of joy. The first face he saw was mine. Now come along, quickly. What's wrong? Have you forgotten my promise? My vow? Please, even though my powers are not that of gods, let me do whatever I can for you. Say goodbye to your misery and loneliness. Why are you silent? Do you have anything to say? Are you not as glad as I am? You're looking at me strangely, Nela. Your hand. It's trembling. You look pale as death and your teeth are chattering. If you are ill, I can cure you. From this day forward, you will have someone to take care of you and love you. Pablo and I both love you. He wants to see you. No. Oh, please let me help you get up. Why are you looking at me this way? Do you hate me?
No, I don't hate you. I love you dearly. I adore you.
Please get up. You frightened me.
I love you dearly. Dearly, I love you, but I can't.
What can't you do? You're capable of anything. For God's sake, get up.
I can't, Señorita. I can't.
What in heaven's name has come over you?
I can't go there.
Why?
God only knows why. Goodbye, Florentina.
Nela! Nela, come back! What are you doing? Where are you going?
Florentina! What ails you? What's the matter?
Nela ran off as I was trying to get an answer from her about my promise. I promised I would be her sister and I'd take care of her and be someone she could call her own. But no, she ran away in that direction.
I see. It's similar to what your father was telling me earlier today. He said you are devoted to catching butterflies, but sometimes those creatures do not want to be caught. Is there more you would like to tell me?
I will tell you about it if you are going to Aldea Corba.
I was not going to, as I have come from away, but if you tell me all about it, be what it may.
Silly? Where are you going?
Nela, you're out here? We thought you were with Florentina all day. What are you doing here?
Where are you off to?
Don't you remember? I'm going to learn all that I can and make money in Madrid. Didn't we say that it would be tonight?
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad. I'm honestly a little sad too. I know my mother and father will cry, but I have this feeling that God's on our side. They fell asleep earlier than usual. I got my bundle ready, I climbed the window, and now I'm here. Are you coming or not? First, we'll take the train to Madrid and go in as far as we can, but we have to beg once we get there. That's where the King of Spain lives, you know. You can be a servant in the house of some marquis or count, and I can be in another while studying and having a heap of fine things. I can teach you too, but come on, we have to get off the regular path. Who knows what they'll do to us if they catch us.
I'm not going.
What?
I'm not going.
Why? Are you afraid? Why won't you come?
Why should I, Celi?
Don't you know that Don Teodoro said the work here is turning us all to stone? I don't want to be a stone, not me.
It's too late for me. I'm not going.
You're going home then?
No.
To Aldea Corba?
No, not that place.
Then where? Very well then. I hear the train going by. Yes, this means goodbye. Goodbye for now. promised I'd return as a rich man. I will go to Madrid and learn from the greats to be a doctor and one of the greats. Thanks to you, all thanks to you. Just like Don Teodoro, you are an inspiration. Never forget that, as I will never forget you. Hear the train going by. I guess not goodbye. I will see you soon. Here I am, facing the night and the truth. I never thought I'd get this far without you. I've come to the edge. There's nothing holding me back to leave this world and be with you. I should have known, I should have known that I could not be loved, I could not be loved. At least you will love me, you will love me as I say goodbye and sleep in the earth with you. I'm about to step off the edge and rid of my darkness to be with you.
Nela! Nela!
Señor?
Get over here this instant!
Señor?
What are you doing here? Get over here. Quickly. I have something to tell you.
To tell me?
Yes, at once. Thank you. What were you doing over there?
Where?
Over there. You know very well what I mean. Answer me, like you would your father.
I have no father.
Suppose I am your father then. What were you going to do?
My mother is down there.
Your mother has passed on. Do you know, Nela, that those who have passed away have gone to another world or altogether away?
She's there.
You thought you would go to her? Is that it? Did you? Did you mean to kill yourself?
Yes, Señor. That's it.
Nela, did you not know your mother committed a great sin in killing herself? And you would do the same if you followed her example. Were you not taught that?
I don't believe anyone has ever taught me anything like that. If I wanted to, who's to prevent me?
You, yourself. Without being told, you cannot feel that God would be pleased with us for getting rid of ourselves? Poor child, left to your own instincts without any teaching, religion, guidance, love. Nela, has your master up there, has he ever taught you such things about ourselves and where we go after we die?
Yes, but it's of no use to tell them now.
Of no use? When you were just about to throw yourself into a hole? Do you think you'd be better off doing so?
Yes.
In what way?
I feel none of the things I feel now. Only something else that's better.
I see. You are more silly than wicked. Now let me ask you, do you hold a grudge towards anyone? Florentina called you ungrateful after you ran away from an opportunity worth more than life itself. Pablo, I gave him his eyesight, and he loved you when he was blind. All he wants to see you is more than anything in this world. Do you not thank me for that? Do you not thank Florentina for what she has given you, yet you run away from? Open your heart and tell me everything.
No, Señor. I owe no one any grudge. I thank you and Florentina for what you've done for Pablo, for me. Please do not let Florentina think I'm ungrateful. I'm not. I was only afraid. It's just... I didn't know how to say no. I didn't know how to say no thank you. All I knew to do was run away. Her offer to me was worse than death itself. Pablo, I love him, and I know he loved me. He loved me when he could not see. Now, he will never love me now that he can see me. You saved him. You saved him, and now he has a brand new life. He can see the world for what it is and see me for who I am. I am of no use to anyone anymore. I am no good whatsoever. I'm done with this world. And if God will not let me die, then I will do it on my own accord.
Just a few days ago, you seemed so happy with life. You almost ended all that happiness.
I am afraid I have no guidance, Don Teodoro.
Sit down, next to me, Nela. There is no need for you to be afraid anymore. Curses upon those who have given you all these miseries. Curses upon those who say that you are of no use in this world. Nela, you are of use. Everyone is. In fact, there is a mystery about you. I want to find out just as much as you want guidance. I was just like you when I was your age. No money, shoes, or purpose in life. No mother, father figure. Just me and my brother. It wasn't until my brother got sick that our mother, father figure brought him back to life. That became the moment I started my life. It wasn't easy, but I'm proud of who I am. I do my work for people like you, and I want to help you. I will be the mother, father figure that you need if you want to start a new life, a life I know you deserve. Jumping is not the answer, throwing your life away to the heavens. You'll only be missed by those who love you. Nothing in your life will be solved. It's a shameful thing and I'm sick of it.
I'm sick of people thrown to the wayside. That's why I do what I do. I want to have you. I will be the mother, father figure that you need. To start on new life, a life I know you deserve. I will be the mother, father figure that you need. You want to start a new life, life I know you deserve. I'll teach you how to be the best person you can be. I'll feed you foods to make you healthy and strong. I will give you everything you've always wanted. What do you say? It's okay. Don't be silent. Here, walk with me to Alde o Corba. You don't look so good. That's why I'm here as I should. As a mother, father figure. Nela, whether you may like it or not, change is all around us. The sky is changing colors, the weather is changing. People are being born, people are leaving this earth. This does not mean you should remain stagnant.
I'd be living in terror and shame.
Why do you say that?
If I lived with Pablo and Florentina or you, it would be the absolute end of me, if now it is not the end. I adore Florentina, but she has already taken from me what was rightfully mine. Where am I to go? What am I to be? I just want to go and be with my mother.
Come with me.
Please don't take me.
You do not look very well. It's cold here. This is where I carried you on my shoulders all that time ago. And now it seems I must do the same again. Come with me. Nela, please.
No! Please, no!
Florentina, you cannot imagine how much it annoys me to see a young lady like yourself crawling on the floor like an infant with shears in her hand. Are you making your own clothes? Am I going to see you working for other people as a dressmaker? Answer me.
Well, a dressmaker would make it much better than Aisha.
She seems to be sleeping more quietly now. We cannot have any noise.
Teodoro, what do you think of my daughter?
I think she is a wonderful young lady.
No, I'm serious. Do you see what she's doing? Being a dressmaker? What pleasure is it to me to see my daughter waste all that I have given to her for pin money and spending it on others?
Let her do what makes her happy. Every girl has their own way of spending her pin money.
What am I supposed to do then? Object if her charity brings her to bankruptcy? Besides, isn't there a better method? Instead of bringing in this poor girl, why not Florentina organize a charity auction? All the money collected would go to some charitable asylum, and you could have an association from Villa Mojada or Santa Irene de Campo join you. Why not a bullfight? A zarzuela? That's what Sofía and I were talking about last night. The poor owe more to Florentina and people like us than you may think. Believe me, read the statistics.
Every young lady has her own way of spending their pin money.
Teodoro, you must admit that no one else acts the way my daughter does.
No one is like Florentina.
Yet, with all her faults, I love her. better than my life. You know, this little one is worth her weight in gold. Florentina, tell me, what do you like better, Aldea Corva or Santa Irene?
I do not dislike Aldea Corva.
Oh, now I see where the wind blows. Oh, I'm going to talk to my brother. He's talking to his son, you know, family affairs. Something good is happening after all.
Did she sleep last night?
Very little. I heard her sobbing and crying all night. Tonight she'll have a good one, and I will put her in the little room next to mine.
Poor Nela. It seems to me there are thousands of others like her lost in society, labor, in the darkest places in life. We pass them without even seeing them. Nela attracted me because I thought her case was a common one. I realized that this is not the case. All of them, just like Nela, have lived blind in spirit, like Pablo all these years. We must change that. We must teach her and be there for her. She is capable of making rapid progress, so show her a little light and she will fly across the centuries.
You're not frightened?
Frightened? Not at all, Florentina.
Aren't you glad to be here? What are you afraid of?
Tell the truth, Nela. Do you prefer me or Florentina? Florentina will stay and I will be on my way. Decide. Which do you like best? I believe I am her choice. But I don't think that is fair to you. She may be quite annoyed.
I don't want to annoy her.
He's coming.
Yes, here he comes.
Florentina, why haven't you seen me today? My father told me you were doing some work for a poor girl.
Pablo! Put your bandages back on. Don Teodoro hasn't given you permission to take them off today. It's not right.
He will give me permission soon. Nothing can hurt me. And even if it did, I wouldn't care. No, in fact, I wouldn't care if I became legally blind again after having seen you.
And what good would that be to you?
I was alone in my room. My father had gone out after speaking to me about you. You know what he said?
I know nothing about it.
Well, my father had left. I took my bandages off and I looked out at the fields and I saw this rainbow. I was overcome with this admiration and with this spiritual feeling too. I don't know why it gave me such an intense feeling, but it reminded me of you. When I saw this rainbow, I said to myself, I have felt this all before. I felt in the same way as I did when I first saw you. I cried. The tears blinded my eyes for a few minutes, but when I could see again, the rainbow was gone. I started calling you and looking for you, but I thought you were out in the garden. Now we are here though, and you are so lovely. So lovely, in fact, that I don't think I have seen you rightly until today. I have seen several women, and they are horrible compared to you. I find it hard to believe, but you've lived throughout the years of my blindness. Everyone had often told me that no one could be compared to you, and I didn't believe it until now.
Pablo, stop it, for pity's sake.
For pity's sake, what? Why are you so lovely? My father told me I loved a hideous monster, and now I can say I worship an angel. I never thought I could love someone other than you. I don't know what to feel. Every day I feel something different, Florentina. All I want is for you to be my wife, to take you in my arms and clasp you to my heart.
Pablo, enough! Don Teodoro will see you!
Pablo, put your bandage on now. Go to your room and keep quiet.
Don Teodoro, is that you?
Yes, it is. I'll go with you.
I feel perfectly well, Señor, but I will do as you say, of course. First, though, please let me see what's here. Oh, yes, my father told me you were taking care of a poor child in town. Little child, are you ill? Fortunately, you have fallen in the arms of an angel. And Teodoro, has she been taken care of?
Yes, don't worry. Now go to your room and be quiet.
Yes?
Señorito mío.
Nela,
It's killing her.
she's not responding.
What is the matter with her?
It's hard to mend a heart when it's already torn apart.
Anything.
Nothing.
I've seen this happen many times. There's only one step left.
Is there anything that can be done?
Death will do the rest.
But what's the matter with Nela?
Any illness?
Death, it takes in one full sweep.
But what illness has brought her here?
How can I tell? I'm just a doctor. With my hands I can predict her fate.
What?
I only know what I know, a little on the surface, that's all. When death calls, it will take. When death calls, it takes.
What is all of this?
Does it have a name?
Death.
Oh, I can't take this anymore! Nela, please!
Can mere grief kill her this way?
No, it cannot be enough. It cannot be enough to kill her.
You may not think so, but death thinks that it is. A blind man's love for her is gone. Now that he can see, the shock has let death sweep in. It's the rude blow of reality, the destroyer of two worlds. For Florentina, it meant a new life. To Nela, it meant the end.
She's speaking. She's moving her lips.
Mother, I'm here.
happy to have had you.
You make me feel the truth in all of this. I am not emotionless. I am not emotionless.
But here I am,
In the mirror,
nothing left but my reflection. How do you like the story? You've got to explain. Take me by the hand. Take me by the hand. And show me love. Show me love.
Show yourself love. What are you like when you're mad or sad?
Do you want to run away and sing to the birds or stare at the sea?
Or do you feel so low you might as well sleep in the earth?
Like in our story, explain. Take your hand, hold it in your heart, hold it in your heart, and show yourself love. Show yourself love.
Show me love.
Key to my happiness. You're the key to your happiness.
You're the beacon of life and
Love.
You have left us for now.
But you become something to live for. Live for. Take me by the hand. Take me by the hand. And show me love. Show me love.